Hey, I'm sitting here right at the end of the beach today. The rain is falling and God is blessing us everywhere. And people are actually questioning the fact that they should get a vaccine. God put us all here together. This is His family. From Adam and Eve on down till today. We all belong together. Nobody really does anything without somebody else. You know, people, they be sitting in their houses thinking that it's all about them. But you can't open a bank account by yourself. You have to have the bank to do it. You can't go to work by yourself. Even if it's your business, you had to buy the business from somebody else. It's a circle that's never broken. A circle that's never broken. Just a continuous of a continuance. And life goes on like that. There's no such a thing as you being out there on some hill far away, digging holes in the ground and being buried. Who built the hole? Where did you get the lumber to shore it up? Think about these things now. All of these things mean that it's together. Nobody is alone. I don't care how hard you try to be alone. You got to go buy them seeds somewhere to plant in your ground for you to have food. You had to buy that generator someplace for you to have air conditioning or whatever you got in your house or in that ground that you built. And 9 times out of 10, you had to have a builder to build it. So you didn't do anything by yourself. You are not alone. I'm not alone. I don't want to be alone. I live in this house, they say, by myself. But without the people that come into my house, I wouldn't be able to exist in a proper manner because I need help just like everybody else. And I hate being alone. I do. I hate it. But it's something that has to be. I've tried to bring people into the house and it didn't work out. They just tore up the house. They didn't care what they did. It wasn't their house. I don't want that in my house. I like order. And order don't mean alone either. Order means keeping things in their proper perspective. And that's the way I do with life today. Now, I'm saying today because there was a time when nothing was in their proper perspective. Nothing. And I have to sit around and think back to yesterday and what life has done for me. And it's been awesome. This last 21 years, it has been awesome. It has. Even though there are Republicans that don't like Democrats, for some reason, they like me. I have no idea what it's all about. But I love it. I love it. You know how some people say they love love? I love being loved. I love being cared for. I love being helped. And there was a time when I didn't even answer somebody if they said, Pat, do you need this or do you need that? And then when I got out of prison, I realized, well, before I got out of prison, I realized, this thing is hand in hand here. Hand in hand. Ain't nothing like this. It's like this. Believe me. We all need somebody. We all need somebody. And if you find somebody that say they don't need nobody, they just needed you to say that to you. You can't talk to somebody without somebody being there. Come on, man. Nobody is alone. We are all here together And when you don't get that vaccine, you put other people in danger. And then you walk around and you don't say you don't have it. And you mingle with other people. Don't you realize that you could be infecting other people? I don't understand all this separation stuff. I really don't. Because I'm not a separatist person. I just don't want to be separated from nobody. I mean, why would I want to be? I'm a human being and I want people to care and love me. But caring and love don't come from separation. It comes from coming together and being a family and loving each other and wanting each other to share in that love. But a lot of people, they don't think about it like that. Even in churches, I go to many churches, many, and I see the separation. I see it. Boy, today my eyes are really bad. I can barely see me in this camera. Hoping it'll get better. But life is something. I tell you it is. It really is something. And I'm sitting down here on the end of this street. That's right. I'm at the end of the street, 2.5 blocks away from the ocean. There's a tornado watch going on in Myrtle Beach. That's where I live. I live in North Myrtle Beach, right on the cusp of Myrtle Beach. And I'm just sitting here lollygagging and talking because I believe God got it. I believe God got it. He got me. He got you. If you believe in him, he got you. And I know he got me because I believe in him wholeheartedly. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. If you don't believe in God, I have to believe in him. Look what I put myself through. We'll touch on that a minute. 31 years of heroin addiction. Doing all kinds of things out there in the street in Washington, D.C. That's right. That was me, so standing on that corner, doing what and whatever, many years ago. That was me. And I'm not proud of it. But that's behind me. I'm talking about what's happening today. I can't talk about what's going to happen in the future. But I can talk about right now what's happening with me right now. I'm clean and sober. I'm free. I like to say a lot of people can be sober. And they have that same mentality that they had when they was addicted. When you become free, I call it freedom. When you become free from addiction, you don't have that mentality that's carried over from them years back there. God make you a new person in Christ. You ain't got to worry about acting like a fool because there's no fool in you. You become a new person. Everything is bright. Your days are bright. He gives you the freedom. You accept it. And it's up to you how you deal with it. He ain't got no, how would you say it? No pattern that you go by. Everybody's different when they come into this thing. When they come into addiction and when they come into freedom, everybody is different. Nobody is the same. So therefore, there can't be no chart like a musician do, have the songs wrote down and everything is planned. Can't be that. We got to take this thing, you hear the thunder? You got to take this thing one day at a time. I almost went in the song when I said that. One day at a time, we got to take it. And like I said, it's the rain and the thunder. I'm just sitting here just enjoying whatever. I know I done did this in almost darkness, but I shouldn't have did that. Because it's what time is it? It's You can't see. It's 8:27 in the morning. That shows you how bad the storm is out there. And I'm sitting up here. I was watching TV, but the storm keep taking that out, so I figured I'd do something different. We're not here alone, people. This is God's family. And we need to acknowledge that and live together, one day at a time. No planning in it. We just got to do it the proper way. He gives us all the tools. All we got to do is use those tools. They all there. A lot of people say, well, how can I get sober? Sobriety is right one step away. Step into it. I did. It took me 30-some years. I know it sounds like it was easy, but it wasn't easy for me. I had a hard time. I gave me a hard time because that's just me. I didn't believe in nothing. I wanted it, but didn't have enough courage to step forward and acknowledge it. Take it, grab it, pick it up. Be new in Christ. Thank you.